Do you ever wonder what is intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number? The traditional beliefs, customs, and stories of a community. A community not part of the mainstream, unconventional, peripheral, or extreme. Part of an anthology, a published collection of poems or other pieces of writing. This is Esoteric Lore. I'm your host, Edward Aponte, where I push you to ponder the fringes of folklore. While the absence of discernment is not a mental health disorder in itself, it can be a significant symptom or consequence of various mental health conditions. Effective treatment and management of these underlying conditions can help improve discernment and overall cognitive functioning. Recognizing the signs of impaired discernment and seeking appropriate mental health support is crucial for maintaining well-being and making sound decisions. Who or what exploits the lack of a discerning public? The lack of a discerning public can be exploited by various entities and individuals, each with different motivations and methods. Here are a few key examples. 1. Political actors. Some politicians may exploit the lack of public discernment to gain support through populism, making exaggerated promises or spreading misinformation to manipulate public opinion. Propaganda machines. Governments or political groups may use propaganda to influence public perceptions and behavior, often by spreading biased or false information. 2. Corporations and marketers. Advertisers. Companies may use misleading advertising, emotional appeals, or false claims to manipulate consumers' behavior and increase sales. Big tech. Social media platforms and tech companies may exploit users' lack of discernment by spreading sensational content to increase engagement and ad revenue. 3. Media outlets. Sensationalist media. Some media outlets prioritize sensationalism and clickbait over factual reporting, exploiting the public's inability to discern credible information from hype. Biased news sources. Media organizations with political or ideological biases may present skewed information to influence public opinion in their favor. 4. Conspiracy theorists. Individuals or groups who promote conspiracy theories often exploit a lack of discernment by presenting speculative and unfounded claims as facts, creating distrust in institutions and spreading fear. Alternative media. Some alternative media outlets may capitalize on public confusion and mistrust of mainstream media by promoting conspiracy theories and unverified information. 5. Fraudsters and scammers. Financial scams. Scammers exploit Lack of discernment by creating fraudulent schemes such as Ponzi schemes, phishing attacks, and fake investment opportunities. Health scams. Fraudsters may sell fake health products or treatments, preying on individuals' fears and lack of knowledge. 6. Religious and cult leaders. Charismatic leaders. Some religious or cult leaders exploit followers' lack of discernment to gain control, manipulate beliefs, and often extract money or labor. 7. Special interest groups. Lobbyists. Organizations with specific agendas may exploit a lack of public discernment to push policies or regulations that benefit their interest, often at the expense of the public good. Think tanks and NGOs. Some think tanks and NGOs might disseminate biased research or reports to sway public opinion or policy in favor of their goals. 8. Foreign governments. Disinformation campaigns. Foreign entities may conduct disinformation campaigns to destabilize other countries, sow discord, and undermine trust in institutions and the democratic process. What are the strategies used to exploit the lack of discernment? 1. Emotional appeals. Manipulating emotions such as fear, anger, or sympathy to bypass rational analysis. 2. Misinformation and disinformation. Spreading false or misleading information to confuse or mislead the public. 3. Repetition. Repeating false claims frequently to make them seem more credible. 4. Complexity. Presenting overly complex or technical information to obscure the truth and make critical evaluation difficult. 5. Appeal to authority. Using seemingly authoritative figures such as celebrities to endorse misleading information or products. A lack of discernment can leave the public vulnerable to exploitation by various entities with differing motives, from political gain to financial profit. Developing critical thinking skills, media literacy, and a healthy skepticism of information sources is crucial for mitigating these risks and fostering a well-informed and resilient society. How does your worldview affect your ability to discern? Your worldview significantly influences your ability to discern because it shapes how you perceive, interpret, and evaluate information. Here's how various aspects of your worldview can affect discernment. 1. Cognitive biases. Confirmation biases. If your worldview includes strong beliefs or opinions, you might unconsciously favor information that confirms those beliefs while dismissing contradictory evidence. This can impair your ability to objectively assess new information. Anchoring bias. Your initial belief can anchor your judgments, making it difficult to adjust your views in light of new evidence. 2. Cultural and social influences. Cultural norms. Cultural backgrounds can influence how you interpret events and information. Norms and values prevalent in your culture may affect your understanding of what is considered valid or important. Social conditioning. Social environments and peer groups can shape your worldview, impacting how you discern the credibility and relevance of information based on groupthink or social pressures. Thirdly, emotional and psychological factors. Emotional state. Your emotional well-being can affect your judgment. For instance, stress, fear, or excitement might cloud your ability to make rational and discerning decisions. Psychological needs. Personal needs for certainty, security, or belonging can influence how you process information and may lead to selective attention or biased reasoning. Fourthly, personal values and beliefs. Value-driven interpretations. Your core values and personal beliefs can affect how you evaluate information. For example, if you highly value personal freedom, you might be more inclined to support information and arguments that align with that value, regardless of other considerations. Ethical perspectives. Different ethical frameworks can shape how you assess the morality or impact of various actions or decisions. Number 5, knowledge and education. Educational background. Your educational influences your ability to discern by providing you with critical thinking skills and a framework for evaluating evidence. A broad or specialized education can shape how you analyze and interpret information. Knowledge gaps. Lack of knowledge or expertise in a particular area can limit your ability to discern the validity or relevance of information related to that topic. 6. Cognitive skills and analytical abilities. Critical thinking skills. Your ability to think critically and analytically affects your discernment. A strong foundation in these skills helps you evaluate arguments, identify logical fallacies, and weigh evidence more effectively. Pattern recognition. Your ability to recognize patterns and inconsistencies in information can influence how well you discern truth from falsehood. 7. Exposure to diverse perspectives. Open-mindedness. Being open to diverse perspectives can enhance your discernment by exposing you to different viewpoints and reducing echo chambers. This can help you critically evaluate information from multiple angles. Stereotypes. Pre-existing stereotypes can distort your perception of information and hinder your ability to make objective judgments. Let's take a look at some practical examples. 1. Political beliefs. If you have strong political beliefs, you might be more likely to accept information that aligns with your ideology and reject information that challenges it, leading to skewed discernment of political issues. 2. Health choices. Your worldview regarding health and wellness, example, a preference for natural remedies, might influence how you interpret medical information and make health-related decisions. Thirdly, social issues. Your views on social issues, example, equality, justice, can affect how you evaluate the credibility and relevance of information related to these topics. Your worldview profoundly affects your ability to discern by shaping how you perceive and interpret information. Recognizing the subtle influence of your worldview on your discernment process can help you become more aware of biases and develop a more balanced approach to evaluating information. Engaging in critical self-reflection, seeking diverse perspectives, and practicing open-mindedness can enhance your discernment and decision-making abilities. What is bullshit receptivity? Bullshit receptivity refers to the tendency or susceptibility of individuals to accept and believe misleading, nonsensical, or false information without critical scrutiny. It involves a lack of discernment and critical thinking, leading people to easily be swayed by superficial or deceptive arguments, claims, or rhetoric. Here are some key characteristics of BS receptivity. 1. Lack of critical thinking. Individuals who are highly receptive to bullshit may not engage in rigorous evaluation of the information they receive. They may accept statements at face value without questioning their validity or reliability. 2. Credulity. A tendency to believe in or be easily influenced by information that aligns with one's pre-existing beliefs or desires, regardless of its factual accuracy. 3. Superficial engagement. Often BS receptivity involves a focus on the surface level appeal of information rather than its substantive content. This can include being impressed by jargon, charisma, or persuasive rhetoric. 4. Resistance to contrary evidence. Individuals may be resistant to accepting evidence or arguments that contradict their beliefs or the information they have already accepted. This can be due to cognitive biases or a strong emotional attachment to the information. Let's look at some common factors contributing to BS receptivity. 1. Cognitive biases. Various cognitive biases such as confirmation bias, favoring information that supports pre-existing beliefs, and the bandwagon effect, that's adopting beliefs because others do, can contribute to BS receptivity. Number 2, lack of knowledge. A lack of familiarity with a subject can make individuals more susceptible to accepting misleading information, as they may not have the background knowledge needed to critically evaluate it. 3. Emotional appeals. Information that appeals to emotions, such as fear, anger, or desire, can be more persuasive and less scrutinized, leading to higher receptivity to false or misleading claims. 4th, social and cultural influences. Social groups and cultural environments can reinforce certain beliefs and attitudes, making individuals more receptive to information that aligns with group norms or expectations. Let's talk about implications and consequences of BS receptivity. First, the spread of misinformation. BS receptivity can contribute to the spread of misinformation and falsehoods, particularly in the context of social media and online platforms where sensational and misleading content is often amplified. 2. Decision-making. Poor discernment and acceptance of misleading information can lead to suboptimal or harmful decision-making in areas such as health, finance, and politics. Thirdly, erosion of trust. Widespread BS receptivity can undermine trust in legitimate sources of information and institutions, contributing to confusion and polarization. Let's take a look at some strategies for reducing bullshit receptivity. 1. Enhanced critical thinking. Developing skills in critical thinking and skepticism can help individuals better evaluate the credibility of information and resist misleading claims. 2. Education and literacy. Increasing knowledge and education in various fields can provide individuals with the tools needed to assess information more accurately. Thirdly, fact-checking. Encouraging the practice of verifying information through reliable and reputable sources can help counteract BS receptivity. 4th, awareness of cognitive biases. Understanding common cognitive biases and how they affect judgment can help individuals recognize and mitigate their influence. BS receptivity involves a susceptibility to accepting misleading or false information without adequate scrutiny. It is influenced by cognitive biases, lack of knowledge, emotional appeals, and social influences. Addressing BS receptivity through improved critical thinking, education, fact-checking, and awareness of cognitive biases can help individuals make more informed and accurate judgments. So, how do you then develop discernment? Developing discernment involves cultivating several skills and habits that enhance your ability to judge situations, people, and decisions wisely. Here are some strategies to help develop discernment. 1. Cultivate self-awareness. Understand your own biases, strengths, weaknesses, and motivations. Self-awareness helps you recognize how your personal perspectives influence your judgment. 2, practice mindfulness. Being present and fully engaged in the moment allows you to observe situations more clearly and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. 3, seek knowledge and understanding. Continuously learn about different subjects, perspectives, and cultures. The broader your knowledge base, the better equipped you are to evaluate situations accurately. 4th, reflect regularly. Take time to reflect on your experiences, decisions, and their outcomes. Reflection helps you understand what worked, what didn't, and why. 5, ask questions. Don't take things at face value. Ask probing questions to get to the root of issues and understand different angles. 6, listen actively. Pay attention to what others are saying without immediately formulating your response. Active listening helps you understand others' perspectives and gather more information. 7, seek counsel. Consult with trusted friends, mentors, or advisors. Others can provide insight and perspectives you might have missed. 8, evaluate sources. When gathering information, consider the credibility, reliability, and potential biases of your sources. 9, practice decision making. Make decisions regularly and evaluate their outcomes. The more you practice, the better you become at making sound judgments. 10, embrace humility. Recognize that you don't have all the answers and be open to learning and growing. Humility allows you to accept when you are wrong and adjust your thinking accordingly. 11, develop emotional intelligence. Understand and manage your emotions and recognize and empathize with the emotion of others. Emotional intelligence is the key to making balanced and fair judgments. By incorporating these practices into your daily life, you can enhance your ability to discern effectively and make wise decisions. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.